Yo, 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 yo. Oh,
Hi guys.
I didn't do the countdown. I just went straight for the intro there.
Excuse me, I'm just sorting my phone out. I'm muting it right now.
Just using it, just getting all prepared. How are we all doing? It's been a month since the last live stream. As is always the case, we haven't prepared anything at all to talk about. We're just going to wing it. It's been a busy evening for us, hasn't it, darling?
It's been a busy few weeks.
It's been a busy few weeks.
Lots of trips to the vet with Henry.
Just general fun and games with Henry, anyway.
The Czech babies are still here, but they're due to go off to their new homes tomorrow.
Yay.
Finally, that's just been the biggest palaver.
That's a really nice bit of news. But yeah, it's been difficult. Post Brexit, things are a lot harder to do, and we've had a lot of paperwork to do, a lot of forms to get signed. Had to take them for a vet check tonight, and one of them bit the nurse.
I shouldn't laugh, but I shouldn't know.
They're 3 months old now, so they're not babies. They're actually quite big, and it's the nicest one, the most calm, the little sweet one, who actually turned around and bit her, and she really did get hold of her finger. Yeah.
Wow.
So that wasn't so good.
She did a proper job on her then.
Oh yeah,
Oh God.
It was a bad, but she screamed and then she left the room very quickly, and then a vet
didn't come back.
She didn't come back. That's probably the last time she'll ever want to work with
bless her.
rodents again.
Yeah, she's only young and little, and she got a
pierced
sort
finger
of here, round her finger. So it would have hurt because it's very bony, isn't it? So yeah. It felt bad.
They do love to see. Why did I just do that? I've just, for some reason, I'm not with it at all today, so I do apologise. I'm just trying to sort my phone out and just get this shared out on it because I forgot to share it out. Sorry. So I was just getting it shared out, and I just turned the YouTube off. I'm like,
no,
doesn't matter.
You're still here. That's the main thing. That's the most important bit. We've got some people tuning in here. We've got Emma, which is lovely. Hello, Emma.
Hi,
I'm Bob.
Bob, head up, hub. Oh God. Give up. If I butcher anybody's names, I'm going to say it right now. I am very sorry. I'm just so half asleep. It's ridiculous.
It's. I feel the same. After this week, it's been.
Okay.
Hopefully with us having the check lot all health checked, they'll actually finally go.
I bet that's a huge weight off your mind now.
Because the older they're getting, the harder it's going to be for them to settle. Yeah. They are going to really good people. They're going to the best, but it's a long haul for them. It's a big shake up, but hopefully. They'll end up having babies of their own with Czech husbands and wives.
Oh, awesome. So new lines being created as well. Yeah. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I bet the new owners are happy as well, aren't they?
Oh, they can't wait. Honestly, they've been so good and so patient. And, all the vet documents, things they've had to sign, the courier, it's all cost them quite a bit of money. So, with all the work and all the waiting, that shows how dedicated they are. They've been great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts. Yeah. That's really good. It'll be nice
when it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely to see that happen. And then we'll have, it's the spare cage. It's not even a spare cage, but it's going to be Henry's.
Spare cage.
We haven't got a spare cage anymore, just this one. And Henry's going to go and live in it because he's big enough. He's big enough and dirty enough now to have a proper cage and not just
a proper boy.
Well, it's the amount of noise, the amount of poxy noise he makes of a night now.
Yeah, and
I don't know how you sleep with Hades in there.
You know what Richard will say to me? Do you know he trashed his cage again last night? Because Richard doesn't go to sleep till stupid o'clock. Some nights, neither do I most of the time. But Hades tends to wake up after we've gone back to sleep. So of course he's heard me awake at some point, so he knows I've been awake. And because I then won't get him back out, he then throws because he's obviously got metal bowls. He chucks them around the cage and he literally charges at the door.
Terrible noise.
Doesn't bother me, which doesn't bother these. I mean,
I think it's people don't realise the amount of noise that they can. I mean, Emma's another one that has them in her bedroom, and I just think I couldn't sleep.
I saw the video that you did that one night when you went down. You went to the top of the stairs, I think.
Oh, just all of them all banging. It's like it makes you feel like you're in a little prison with them all banging on the side of the car with their metal cups.
Little metal cups.
Well, we don't give them metal ones. We did try those metal cups that screw to the side of the cage. So you've got your round bit, and then you put the ball in.
Yeah.
And great. We'll give more water on the side, and then we're going boop with the bottom bit, and of course the ball and the water's going everywhere. So we couldn't. Oh, and then I went and bought this off the internet, which I thought, oh yeah, that's good because that's the whole ball, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing,
just
isn't
a piece of plastic and a little screw. I'll show you. Little screw bit there with a little line that goes through the bars. And great. Problem is, it's going to be very hard to see this.
I guess they snapped it off.
No. Well, it was sealed up to begin with.
Look how straight that line is.
Look, so if you stick that to the side of the cage, it's going to be on the piece and all the water's going to drop out. So it never really worked.
So I need to very carefully and design a bowl that we can maybe 3D print to do the same thing.
Yeah, and then the little buggers won't drink anything anyway, but it's worth a go.
I keep getting people say, put water in. I have put water in. He either throws it. Well, he always throws it everywhere, actually. He won't drink it.
They either chuck it or throw it somewhere.
We've got...
I'll get you his drinking bowl. It's actually got a little bit of water in it. It's a milk bottle lid.
Yeah.
I've actually, one of my videos, I've actually got the big metal bowl full of water and he sniffs it and he walks through it. Not interested. So I get this on camera. Right, I think it was a blue one. And I dip it in to the bowl and I give it to him and he drinks it.
Oh.
But he will only drink out of these.
That's
and
weird.
Only when he's out the cage. He won't drink it in the cage. I've tried him.
Sally likes to drink out of our glasses and we can get her, she won't touch her water. But if you pour her water from her cage into a human glass and then offer that to her, she'll have it.
Yeah, because it's not in,
Because she's now. Yeah.
They're like kids in that respect, aren't they? Well, if you've got it, it's obviously got to taste better than what I've got.
We've only got two that drink. There's Sally and there's Venus and Tetra. And they drink quite a lot, but Tetra's got some sort of metabolic weird thing going on anyway. He's really skinny. But he likes to drink water, the rest of them.
Not really fast.
Henry does, actually, as well. Henry drinks water, and that's been really good with him having a dodgy tummy.
I was going to say, he's had a lot of diarrhea, hasn't
he? Yeah, it's weird. It's sort of not very well-formed poo. With all this slime and mucus all around it. He's got something called colitis, an inflammation of the colon.
Yes.
It's producing excess mucus. We don't really know what we're doing with it. He's vet. We had him screened at great expense, had this fecal screening done, and there's absolutely nothing wrong.
Because you thought at first it could be the Giardia turn back.
It resembled that very closely, but there's nothing. There's no parasites at all. Basically, there's nothing wrong except this really weird poo. So our vet's got in touch with a digestive specialist vet to see if they can shed any light on it, if they've seen it before. But in himself, he's small. He's not as big as, we'd like him to be for his age. But there's nothing wrong with him. He's so lively and happy. He's really friendly.
Oh, God,
Yes,
anyone who hands Henry is know what they can be. Quite bonkers. He is very needy. If you walk in the bedroom any time of day, he's awake. He wants attention.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to sleep very deeply, this one. The minute you're in, he's up and he's got like a little wooden step ladder climbing thing. And he's straight to the top of that, asking to be picked up. And he's just so lovely. He's so lovely.
He's a sweetheart, though, isn't he?
Real squeaker, licky.
I think he's going to move downstairs. I think it's going to be hard for him.
Will he go in with the other three, the three lads, the three Migos at all?
He's terrified. We've tried him with all different rats. Male, female.
There's a different reaction. It shows that difference because when you introduce a baby to an adult, normally the first thing the baby does goes, "Oh, an adult," and starts following around, and they're obsessed. When we've introduced him to adults, he sort of sees them, backs off a bit, isn't quite sure, and then just walks away from them, wants to be as far away from where they are as possible.
Yeah, if we try and force the issue, if you like, we'll pick him up and hold him out to ones that we trust, you know. They're not interested in him, and he just backs away and tries to get away. It's not. It'll be like Sally. He won't really know what he is.
She's never really got on too well with others, has she?
She just screams and runs away from them as well.
Yeah, she would scream in their face, which wasn't very helpful. They'd belt her, and then that's her path set. Really, she won't either. But he won't go short of love or attention. Even if he's living downstairs, he'll still be getting picked up all the time. There'll be a bit more coming and going because we're always in and out through the kitchen, and it's a thoroughfare, and he'll be there.
Yeah.
So he can come out on the sofa and things, and you know, when we go up to bed every night, he can come in for a little cuddle.
Have a cuddle.
I don't think he's going to miss out on anything.
I think he'll find it hard.
Well,
I think at first because it's just the change of environment and the noise difference as well.
Oh, there'll be a different temperature, different smells. There'll be a lot of different things to get used to, but you know, it's all
Hades is alone, but he's a lone boy, and he doesn't want for anything. He gets so much love.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's evident. So how's he been anyway? How's he been with like the nippy bitey?
I've got a nice scar coming on my foot, so that's So thanks, Hades, for that one. I've got a permanent mark now.
I don't have bare feet around them. I've got to confess. I think Arthur ruined that for me because he used to bite my feet.
Yeah. See, it's I had slippers on.
What?
And yeah.
Was that through the slippers?
No, I've got like moccasin type slippers on, and where so you've got your ankle that comes down. It was just in front of the ankle.
Yeah.
Right on the top of my foot. Where he got me.
And there's no flesh there.
No, and he has nipped a couple of times, and obviously because I yanked away, I think I ripped the skin with his teeth, obviously.
Sure.
So it's it's a nice long one, isn't it? No, lovely.
That's the thing when you pull away. If they get a hold of you and you pull away, you get like a slash wound.
Yeah, which is
what I
yeah.
Yeah, but it's instinctive to pull away. It's hard not to.
Well, I was trying to get him not to bite me to begin with, but obviously because you watched the first video and you said to me, it looks like he thinks you're a female pouchy, and that's what he's doing to your arm. So now when he does get a bit OTT, I just drop my arm. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm not interested after that. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's that with you, actually. If you put your arm down, she's not...
She wants to fight, she wants to play, and if she doesn't think you're actually...
She's got a bone to pick, hasn't she? She's sort of challenging you. Yeah.
He's been quite... He's doing a lot of the challenging behaviour. It's like, told him no yesterday, and he went for my arms, but this time he was really going for them as if to say, I'm the boss, you're not. So I picked them both up, and he's there on his back feet trying to get to my hands. And I yelled at him, and I'm like, no. And eventually he's like, and you could almost see the look, you know, they give you the look, and he goes off, but he's all puffed up at that point.
Oh, I lost that one.
I'm just changing the subject a minute. I'm just reading Emma's put in the messages that she uses the metal parrot balls that screw onto the cage that I was talking about. Be interested to know, Emma, if yours ever sort of bash the bottom of them and send them flying, because we gave up on the idea pretty soon, didn't we?
We
After
bought
we
a couple
bought
when
them.
they
Yeah,
launched them all.
they did.
I have
Water
a holder
everywhere.
actually that's similar. You know, like the metal ring.
Yeah.
Well, Richard got rid of the metal rings because they were useless. And he actually made wooden platforms for the bowl to go in, but because it's so stiff,
Yeah.
I don't think they could push them out. I mean, we struggled to get them out.
That's a really good idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if you make them very stiff,
cutting it.
And it literally is just a bolt one side, so it goes in an L shape like that at the back, and the bolt goes through there, and it's just a wing nut on the other side to attach, and obviously a big washer, penny washer, to attach it to the side of the cage. So 2 of them, 2 penny washers and 2 wing nuts. Job done.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find them. I think they may have gone outside actually.
Oh yeah, just if you come across them, that'd be interesting to see like what alternatives there could be. That's good.
Excuse me, just a moment. So my youngest is at the door. Bear with me a sec. Sorry.
Yeah, I could probably make one up, even if we 3D printed a bowl for all the cages.
Yeah. No, that would be useful.
There would be. There was a plan to have Steph and John come on.
Yeah, there was.
But I know that today she's done a long journey, so I don't know if she was back in time, or I'm sure having done such a long journey, she's probably knackered.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, we're not sure. Been very well today.
We're not sure if Steph was coming on or not. We know that she went to pick up a new baby today, so
yeah. So we're just waiting to hear, really, see if everything's fine with her, and
she's due back she's just got back then, more than likely, I would think.
Back just after 8. Last thing she's going to do after that drive is come on here and start talking about them.
I know, so, it's an exhausting drive,
it's a long journey,
isn't it? Oh, yeah. In other news as well, I don't know how many people are aware of this. There was a young male, castrated, lovely pet. The owners, the couple that had been together for 5 years, split up. They both have to go back to their respective parents, and neither household wants Hugo to be in there. So I put together a very carefully worded post and some pictures saying, this is with owner's permission, obviously. This is Hugo, blah, 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 destination, and a nice bed to sleep in, and, not using any of those trigger words that set off the algorithms on Facebook, because we know that they're problematic. Well, lo and behold, the post's been taken down for contravening their policies, rules, whatever. But I can't really figure out how.
It's a private group as well, so which would make it even harder for them to
gone ahead and reported that post, because that would be incredibly churlish, and that would contravene our rules as a community.
Yes, it would. Now, if anybody has a problem,
I would really like to know if there is a problem with anything that's posted on the group. Complain about it to an admin. We're all ears. Don't
please let us know.
Yeah, I mean, it was done with the best of intentions. We know that animal sales aren't allowed, and we don't sell animals on there. But it wasn't the same,
It's a bit wrong, really, if somebody has complained about that specific post, because that's part of what we do, is we help poachers in need.
Yeah, it's a rescue situation. It's a situation where, the animals, he needs to go into good hands. He sounds like a lovely lad. And it was just a bit disappointing to have that taken down.
It was,
why would Facebook be trawling through private groups looking for things like that?
They would if there were keywords, but there were no keywords, so I really did.
I read it over again when I got the notification, and obviously you get the post back to you saying, this is why we've taken it down. And I read through it again, and I thought, unless they're looking for new words now, and they've caught on to people using sort of different keywords, I couldn't find anything.
I don't know. I am really hoping it isn't a member of the group.
So am I. So am I. Because if it was a member of the group, then they don't really belong.
No, I can't.
Not what we're about.
I think it was just something on Facebook picked it up.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody we know in our community that would do that, because the people are all really genuine and really sweet. But we do have, well, we're over 2,000 members.
Yeah.
So in amongst a group of that size, there might be somebody that wasn't too chuffed. I really don't know.
I don't know. I just hope if anybody does have an issue, they really do come to an admin or a mod. There are moderators and admins on there. They can come to any one of us and just send a private message. You know what I mean? We're always about, you know.
Yeah. So I think the idea, I think Steph was going to be coming on today and talking about, you know, the sort of final story of Peanut and how that ended. I'm guessing most people watching will know how that ended, which is a real shame. But he did have more problems. I mean, obviously we did when we spoke on the previous live stream. We were still trying to help with their vet bills as they were building up, because it got to quite an extreme number because they were dealing with a specialist.
Yeah.
And it got to the point that it was beyond what most people would be expecting to spend.
Oh God, we're talking thousands, literally thousands.
It really was.
And the people who gave to the donations were really generous, really kind, and you know, it has helped them. It's
I mean, we as a community tend to avoid. I think so many communities tend to avoid GoFundMe's for vet bills and things because it's.
Oh, I don't get on with them at all. But this was an exceptional.
I think so many people just expect you to. I mean, though I have seen them on different groups before. Now, people just saying, "Oh, well, I can't afford this. You know, can you do this so I can get it?" And it's not something that they would really need in their life. It was just because they wanted it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for some things, I just don't. You know, I mean, and to be fair, Steph and John did not ask either with us. They, you know, when you put it up, they didn't ask, and they were willing to do anything it took for poor little man. I mean, they absolutely loved him and his brother so much, and they are overused. I think is the word that we're looking for. Overused GoFundMe.
There's
petty things at times.
I mean, this doesn't apply to Steph and John or any of us, but there's a sense of entitlement with a certain type of character of person, not even necessarily a young person. There might be an older person, there might be an ancient person like me, but the thing, well, my animal's in trouble, then and everybody else should pay the bill. Well, no, that's not how it works.
I actually saw that recently on a page. Actually, they hadn't set aside any money whatsoever for their animal.
No.
And it's like, I mean, it's why at the moment I can't take on another animal, because I have elderly animals in my care that I know that the second they go into the vets, what I've got is going to be gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I won't take on another animal because right now I know I can't afford vet's bills for another animal.
Yeah, no, it's not just pouched rats, you know, it's any animal. Vet's bills are very high.
Oh, sorry, the cat
they're not going to go. Yeah, the vet's bills aren't going to go down like everything else. They're going to start going up because veterinary care is a commodity. It's so hard to get registered in this area, certainly with the vet.
Are you having a vet shortage up by you? Because I know in some we're having a problem with actually having enough vets down by us as well.
Yeah,
I think there was such high numbers of vets were from the EU or various places in Europe. And they've just gone home.
Yeah, our vet, I think she's Romanian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
we had quite a few leave when COVID hit. A lot of people did go home, and a lot of them haven't come back as yet because obviously, you know, a lot of the different things haven't been lifted in a lot of places as well.
Right.
So a lot of them haven't been able to come back yet. And I know obviously before with Brexit and that, a lot of them did leave with that as well. So I think everything sort of together And then the ones that have retired, I know with mine, I've had 2 vets, one of mine retire.
Yeah.
And they've not been able to find replacements for those 2 vets that have retired.
No, it's grim. Yeah. Maybe I should go back to my original plan when I was a teenager and retrain as a vet.
I'd like that.
Quite a while to train.
It would take. It's only about 6 years.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'll only be 61. It'd be fine.
We just retiring.
Yeah, that was always the plan, and up until I was sort of 14, and I took my options for all levels. That's the age I am, and I took all sciences and art because I wanted to be a vet. And within a year, I changed my mind, and I was a dab hand with a sewing machine. I loved art, and I thought, I think I'll be a fashion designer instead. And that's what I did.
I at that age.
Studied fashion, taught fashion in college, various things, textiles teacher. So it's not done me any harm at all. And I would probably be too emotional to be a vet anyway, in all honesty. They've got a hard job.
Oh yes, they had one of the hardest, I think, to be honest.
Sick and dying animals. It's not cute or fluffy. They have some horrible things to deal with, and
yeah,
I expect very distressed owners aren't easy to deal with either.
No, I always, most Christmases, if I can, I always get like a box of sweets and a thank you card, and
Sound's gone off.
Oh dear.
No.
We have technical issues.
No, sorry.
That's better. Yeah.
I don't know if it was our end or.
I don't know. Could be me. As I said, I'm having a lot of internet issues right now. I'm assuming it's the uptake in internet in the area, but I really don't know.
I think you're probably right. Yeah. With everything that's happening and, gathering together troops should they need them, we'll be on sort of the terrorist threat must be critical.
I would think so.
Everything's just, and you can't even turn your oven or your heating on or your tumble dryer for fear of not being able to pay the bill.
Oh, I know.
So it's
the
all
prices.
pretty shit, really, isn't it?
Well, I've been on a prepayment meter for years. And it was just something, I think the first house Richard and I actually moved in together had a prepayment meter. And I just made sure every time we moved house, I've always had one installed. So I know where I am all the time with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I can actually see. I mean, I've got my smart meter at the moment. It tells me with my gas and electric usage and how much I've got left on it. And I top this up weekly. But at least I've sort of got it right there in front of me, so I know what I have. It just makes it a bit easier for me. And it's like, do things like, Rich, the radiators are on, so make sure you use the radiator areas when you get the laundry and the washing machine.
Yeah.
And things like that. But I think we all need to change certain things that we do because of the costs, really.
Yeah, people are thinking more, trying to be more considerate, but there's certain things that you don't want to go without, and keeping the sort of animals that we keep, for instance, we can't turn the heating down. When we're both out at work, it would be ideal to use the Nest and have it just coming off and on when we're indoors, but we can't do it.
It's not cheaper.
No, and petrol. Oh, I don't know how much petrol's costing in your area or anybody else's.
I don't know. I'm on diesel. So
$1.55 a litre here now.
I think ours is about $1.50 a litre for diesel. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check on that one.
Yeah, it's shocking.
The costs are going up. But because there must have been rumours going around somewhere, we've had panic buying, and I know Emma will tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Caroline, said that she was struggling at one point, I think it was last week, to get fuel because they were panic buying at the pumps.
Yeah, people are panicking about.
Oh, we had a day around the local area where people started panic buying, but it stopped as soon as it started, thankfully. There's not been any issues. It's just bloody expensive.
I've done things like get another box of candles in purely because that my daughter she loves candles and she's always like, "Mummy, you got any candles?" But she doesn't have because obviously if we have any electric cuts, that's the word I'm looking for. She doesn't have any candles to actually, as to use if the electric does go at any point in time. So I've got a load to give to her. And I love candles. And as you know, my husband's a woodworker and I've got some gorgeous candlesticks that I'm always using. But I think it's always good to have some in stock because if you do have blackouts of any description, then you've got them. But believe it or not, they'll actually warm up your room a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Really warm the room up.
Yeah.
Many years ago when we were literally, I think 3 days from being paid or something, and I was so short on gas, it was ridiculous. And it was like night time in the winter. My kids they're all lovely and toasty and big thick quilts, so I turned the gas off, went to bed, and I put a few candles on because I like my candles. And I'm thinking, it's starting to get a bit warm in here, and I realised it was the candles were heating the room.
Yeah, that's another thing. I used to love scented candles, and I used to burn them. But now with the pouches,
I don't have scented now.
It gets more difficult. I mean, any naked flame, they get everywhere, don't they? You think you've match-proofed a room, and then you turn around and there's one standing there looking at you from a surface that you didn't want them to go on.
Yes,
I mean, it's funny. What we've enjoyed, actually, I know that, the Czech babies have been around for longer than we thought they would. It's no one's fault, it's just red tape.
Yeah.
But we've been getting the Czech 3 out with the 3 amigos. And they've all been running around together. So you've got 6 of these things zooming around past you all over on the floor.
How can you keep your eyes, in the right direction at once?
But none of them chew anything. They're not destructive. They're good as gold. And it's just been a real joy to see a big mob of them running about and playing. It's great. Yeah. So I'll miss them for that.
Yeah.
Still can't believe it. Bloody the nicest, most gentle one out the lot, Lucy, was the one that bit the nurse.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But it's like him, I wouldn't have even thought he would have. Oh, poor little man. Is it because his 2 brothers have gone? His 3 brothers now.
He's all on his lonesome.
Yeah.
It is hard for them when they first till their brothers do leave, the siblings leave.
Yeah, poor Lippy Ludo. Give him a little scritch from us, Emma.
I know.
Lovely boy.
Bob said when he saw a sick feral mouse here, it was on the verge of death. They seemed hidden until then. Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it must be hard when you've got a group of babies as well and they are split like that for any animal. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously we do it with all animals.
Yeah, it's all part of it's natural evolution. I think that sometimes, they might get sad. There's nothing to say they won't, but it is natural. And in the wild, their mothers would have kicked them out the nest long before now.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, leave me alone.
We humanise them a lot as well with animals. That's a big problem. Anthropomorphizing. I can't remember the word. I think that's the word. Yeah,
it's when you.
It's nice to hear you struggling to say a word for once rather than me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. Emma, as I say, it's hard to let them go. It's hard to let the babies go. Of course, it is.
My dog had puppies. I was glad to get rid of them.
For them, I think I find that more worrying. But yeah, we tend to put human feelings onto them, and the way they feel and the way they process emotions is probably a little bit different.
Yeah, I've had even my daughter who's been to uni to study animals at uni. I've had to pull her up a few times on things. I'm like, he's a dog. He doesn't think the same way you think.
No.
Zinka, my 12-year-old Dalmatian, that's her baby. And I have to keep pulling her up on that because that's something that she does a lot. But even though she's been to uni, but she'll tell everybody else not to do things like that.
That's why we have pets, isn't it? They're our little sort of child substitutes, even if we've got children. They're
I normally like my pets,
baby, isn't he?
Yeah.
I go and get Henry in a minute, actually.
He's such a gorgeous little man. You'll have to keep the food diary with him.
Yeah, there's something
He's had a very odd diet.
He won't eat rat food. He will not touch the rat mix that we put in for him. And up until, I would say yesterday, actually, we'll give him a wide selection of food and he just touch it. But it was only meat and fish, chicken and fish, and even the chicken's taken a bit of a backseat now. Yeah. He loves my homemade vegetable soup. I've got to make more of that tomorrow. He absolutely loves that. So he's getting moisture and vegetables through that, I guess. But he won't eat fruit. Yesterday, I chopped up some romaine lettuce, put it in there, and he's had it. He's eaten it.
That's good, that is, though, because it's quite watery, that is.
Well, I'm going to try.
I've never understood why they like it. There's no taste to it.
Well, they won't touch, none of ours will touch iceberg lettuce, which is a shame because it's big and it's cheap.
Yeah.
But they really like the romaine lettuce, the longer. The expensive lettuce, figures.
I think.
And they really like that. They're really quite fond of that. And they eat it all off the stalk and they leave the stalk.
Yeah.
They just find all the stalks in the morning. So
he eats the stalk as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, Emma's saying the babies here really love broccoli. Oh, no. Yeah, they might love it, but the next day.
Don't let them pouch it and then forget about it.
Yeah. Don't let them hide it in their bed and forget about it because the smell is horrific.
It was pouched. It was a baby that pouched a bit and had it in their pouch for 2 days and then unpouched it.
We didn't know. It was floky. It was Annette's floky.
Yeah.
He must have had just a tiny bit in one of his pouches and he sat. Was it on your knee or my knee?
It was your knee.
Yeah. He sat there and he went like that. I was obviously digging something out of his pouch and went, and the smell.
Oh,
it was like really bad halitosis, but it filled the room. Just this tiny, weeny little nub.
Emma's already had it.
Yeah. Oh, vomit! I'm gonna go and get Henry.
All right.
No, he has come and pouched a load of melon, I think.
Well, that can be pretty bad.
He doesn't tend to depouch a lot on me. Although he did run off with a piece of pork pie, and because I've been surviving on yogurt for the last week. Because I've got fibromyalgia, I have problems with different joints, and my jaw has joined in. Hey Caroline, how you doing, darling? And it actually jammed open the other day, and I had to ram it shut with the palms of my hands. So literally, I can't chew, and I managed to get some pork pie yesterday, and it's quite soft. So I thought, I'll try that. So I cut it into 4, and I go to get the mustard, and I turn around, and there's a piece of pork pie missing, and he's on Richard's side of the bed chewing it.
He thinks of tuna, and he's half asleep.
Oh, bless him! He wasn't on the quilt. He'd actually got under the quilt by Richard's pillow, and he sat there munching this pork pie, and I'm thinking, oh God, he's going to kill me.
I was just about to mention that around the parrot mix. We had we did try like a rat pellet, and it seemed like they'd eaten them all, and then we found them on their beds. They wasn't.
They hadn't eaten a single scrap.
That didn't go down so well.
And the Czech babies stashed them all in the back of the bed and peed all over it. So what was left was just like this mulch. If you can imagine Weetabix that might be a day or 2 old that someone's peed on.
Oh no.
Not nice. Oh, there were horrible things. Now we've gone back to the parrot mix.
I still think there's a different diet. I mean, Shannomite would be probably great. I think there's a couple of bits that it lacks probably for pouchies, but just the sheer quantity that we need.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we are a bit of an exception. That Science Selective looks like quite a good biscuit mix.
Yeah.
But we couldn't afford to feed them all.
We need 15 bags.
So I mean, the other thing you could do if you go to oh God, what was the place up by Mum's? My mum used to get animal feed from a place called Sturman's, and that was where it went to be bagged before it went out to the shops originally, I believe.
Oh, that's handy.
So you could go find somewhere that does that. If you can find places that actually bag,
like a wholesale place.
Yeah, like a wholesale. If you can find the places that bag, for instance, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, a good quality cat biscuit or whatever. I mean, Hades likes these. This is $6.50 for 2 kilo right now.
Oh, that stuff, yeah.
Harringtons, because that cat, where's he gone? That one. No, not you. The other one. That's Odin, the white cat. The black cat, Anubis. He was suffering a lot of bladder infections, and they kept telling me it's down to his food. So I keep changing his food, and it turned out it was all the other biscuits. So that's the only one I can use now is the Harringtons. Oh, look at him up there.
I think we weighed him. How much was he the other day, honey? When we
he is 480 grams now.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 480, the vet weighed him. But he is 3 weeks older than yours.
I have a problem.
That is a lot of yogurt.
I'm keeping the tubs for Richard for his recipe. But I tell you what, because this is it's an organic bio one. I've got to be so careful where it is if he comes out, and even if it's in the fridge, he'll actually chew his way into the tub because Hades is addicted to it.
Oh, is he?
Absolutely addicted to it. That yogurt. He really
We've had
Ludo's at 600 grams.
Yeah. He's 3 weeks. Ludo is 3 weeks younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, Henry's not. He's not on course with his growth.
It should be about 800 grams, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he's got colitis, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
He's not absorbing his food properly, bless him.
Mm-hmm.
And he might always be like this. But he's, it's, at least on the outside, he's healthy and happy. So, Linda. Hello.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you, darling?
I'm all right. I just thought I'd pop in for the last few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I thought Stephanie and John might be here.
I think Steph's just got home. I saw that she said she just got home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she said to me that it would be about 8:30, I think, before she got in. So
yeah, it's a busy day, a lot of driving.
Yeah, that's the problem when you've got so much driving to do and it's the traffic.
Yeah, it is. It's Henry. Yeah. There he is.
Isn't he such a gorgeous little boy?
He's a gorgeous lad.
Just licks all the time.
Yeah, he's a very licky boy. But, we're right about the weight because Emma's Ludo is heavier than Henry and he's 3 weeks younger. So, yeah, he's a bit...
Shall I show him that gross thing that he does?
What gross thing?
Yeah.
You smelling like... You're gonna do that thing?
This is freezing, honey.
Yeah.
It's trying to get into you. Oh, that's just that thing. Right now, the way Hades is, he was biting my lip off.
He's not doing it properly. He actually latches on to my lips and then just sucks. And he'll happily do that for like half an hour.
Hades gets his tongue in my mouth.
I used to have a fancy rat who did that.
Yeah, stick the whole head in. It's horrible. I won't let him do it. It's horrible.
No.
Yeah.
Claire, you've got to kiss those lips.
You think you're a baby, didn't you?
He is a baby, but yeah.
You're a baby.
I love Hades, but not that much.
No tongues.
She don't kiss them lips, Emma. You don't have to worry about that. Just don't touch me.
I don't know if I can help it.
No.
Look at him. He's such a gorgeous little lad. He really is. And I love his little... Is it where his baby fur hasn't quite changed on
Yeah,
it?
he's still got the mask. He's still got the dot.
You should have called him Zorro.
Yeah.
He's still got the little dot thing on his nose. And when I picked up Tetra the other night, his dad, he's got it as well. But Tetra's a much paler colour, so it's not as visible.
Bless him.
He's lovely. Yeah. Lovely man.
It's been good.
Sorry, I was just listening to my dogs. They're all running around out there.
He's really lively and his belly's gurgling, and I don't want any more poo.
Oh dear, no.
Come on, you.
He has done. He did it underneath the sheets because we've got this bad habit of he goes whenever we go to bed, he goes underneath the covers with us for a good half an hour before we sleep. And I think it was a couple of nights back he had an accident. Luckily, it was on Claire's side, not mine.
Puppy pads.
Well, that's lucky for you.
Oh, it was lucky for me. Then I could just roll over and go to sleep, and she has to deal with the mess.
I'm lucky Hades doesn't do that.
Well, I kind of did. I'd say I pretend I was asleep. His funky hairdo. We've got that nicely on our cabinet at the moment. The little model.
I'm so glad you like that, and I'm so glad Claire likes it. Anyway, it was for her birthday.
Yeah, I was trying to record the video for opening it. I was really hoping that the video would be all nice, and it would. And then you were going like, "Sounds broken." I was like, "Please let it not be broken."
Oh, I know, it's such a shame, but it's all restored now. Everything's back to normal, and we've got the replacement glass, and he's just gorgeous.
Oh, we do that if they piss the bed in. I don't mind. If they piss the bed, we just throw a towel over it and go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's like children.
He doesn't leave anything there.
Yeah.
It's the last 2 nights.
Yeah.
Actually, Hades has got into bed and he's actually lifting up my left trouser leg. He's pulling it up for some reason. And then he's snuggling up to the bare leg down there. I'm like,
oh,
don't know why, but he's just pulling up my trouser leg. He has to be up against bare skin.
I was really sorry about your little wild rat, Linda. That's a real shame.
Yeah.
It was just such a shock because if anything, she was a lot healthier than little Silva, her wee domestic friend, because Silva's had been to the vet half a dozen times with kind of chronic snuffles and things, and then she has to have a course of antibiotics. But she'd come from a sort of snake food breeder, so I don't suppose they breed for top health and longevity, really.
No.
But she's looking a bit lost just now, kind of wandering about because they were remarkably close because they'd been together since they were like 4 weeks old.
Oh yeah, it's a big wrench for her. We were talking about this earlier, actually, Linda. See what you think about anthropomorphizing. I got it right this time.
Yay!
When Emma was saying that, now that Ludo's brothers and sisters have gone, or brothers, there was only brothers, he's really lost and really sad. I wonder if they miss them in the conventional sense that we do. Or whether it's just the change in routine is what they miss. I wonder. What do you think?
I think that I think it would be wrong of us to say, oh yes, they rationalize it in the sense of saying, oh, I really miss so and so. But I have genuinely seen rats grieve.
Yeah.
And it's not just because they're alone, because I had a rescue rat girl who I got another rescue as a companion for her, and they didn't seem to have all that much to do with each other. They didn't really hang out or snuggle up. And yet Joy, the one who was left, was absolutely bereft when Patience died and wouldn't she would not accept another rat. I tried everything, including a neutered boy that I had at the time, and she just beat him up to the point where after I separated them, whenever he came out after that, you could almost see him looking for her, as he'd say, "Is that mad bitch still around?" She wouldn't accept. She wouldn't accept a replacement.
No.
I had another one where I had 4, and one of them, special friend, I suppose, died, and she was never the same after that, despite the fact that she still had cage mates. So I do think, you can't anthropomorphize and think, oh, well, they're rational. They work it out, but they feel it. I'm pretty sure they do.
I know it's not rats, but it's dogs. When my Dalmatian Jewel got put to sleep years ago, the girl that we had, Sooty, at the time, she was absolutely beside herself. She wouldn't get out of the hole where we buried him. And we put slabs on it. It was all nice and with a headstone and that. And she would sleep on it all the time and take toys up there for him, but she wouldn't eat. And she was grieving. The vet said, and we had went to see a behaviourist, and he said she was grieving. And to get another dog, so she would her instinct to eat would kick in before eat it before the other dog got it.
Yeah.
So, which is what I did, and they said get a Dalmatian because the spots will help as well. And it did seem to kick that off, but give her a Bonio or a dentist stick or anything like that up the garden, and she put it on Jules' grave for him. She would never touch it, and if the other dogs went near it, she would tell them, Yeah.
Lindy, there's something that Emma wants you to say. Sorry. Did you see that?
No, I just read her comment. Yeah. You want me to say that? Okay. It was a hot Saturday and we had the door open.
What's that from? Is it from?
I don't know what that's from.
I know.
No, it's not from anything.
I was just
describing what happened one day when I was working in a pub when I was a student. I said it was a hot Saturday and we had the door open and these tourists wandered in.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Emma's disappeared now.
I've just been sent a lovely video of I'll do a screen share 1 sec.
Is it okay to share though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can figure out what.
Keep up, Claire. It's from Linda's audiobook.
Oh right, what the porn one?
The sexy audiobook.
It's not.
Right.
Oh.
So Butter, after losing Peanut, has now got a new little friend.
My new laptop really sucks.
What have they called him?
They've called him Toast.
They have.
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh, look at those two.
Toast and butter.
Bless them.
Oh, isn't that delightful?
Oh, look.
Oh, isn't he gorgeous?
And John looked very happy to have a cuddle as well then.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh, bless. I'm so glad.
Oh, that's
good. Everything's worked out well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, as well as it could. It's sad what happened to Peanut.
Oh,
but, you know, if we can all maybe learn a little bit from that, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sad news, but they've got a baby to help mend their broken hearts now, and it's just lovely to see. It's fantastic.
And hopefully Butter will be a lot happier having another patron.
Well, yeah, he'll be top rat now. He'll probably be really pleased.
Oh, yeah, because he wasn't before, was he?
I can't remember.
I don't think he was.
I don't know.
Well,
I know one of them was
They were both snipped.
So I'm
guessing that Toast will have to be snipped, or he will become top rat.
Not for a long time. He's tiny, but yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Emma's crying. Oh, bless your heart, Emma.
Oh.
It's one. It's weird sensation, isn't it? When they go off and you see them, it's both sad and happy because you sometimes get really upset when they go. I used to get really upset when they went.
There's the occasional one that I won't want to part with.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you're like, get them the fuck out of our house.
It's a bit like that, yeah. Oh, by the end of 6 weeks, they are very time consuming, and
I was glad when
exhausted.
When the baby rabbits I'd handed, I was so glad when they went to new homes, and when my dog had pups, that wasn't an accidental litter many years ago. But so yes, a friend brought his dog round, an intact male dog that we didn't know was an intact male dog.
Oh, so they went off to play together, did they?
Yes. 21st of December, 9 puppies turned up. That was wonderful.
Did you know she was pregnant before she had them?
Yeah, you could tell by the size. I mean, we were hoping that she was not, but no. 6 were breech, but it was easy enough to help her with them. But yes, 9 puppies a week before Christmas. That was fun. So, but by the time it was like they'd all gone to new homes, I was like, I can't wait for them to go.
It's a big litter as well. What were they? What breed?
Well, Sooty was a Labrador Collie Cross, we believe. We're not 100% sure on that one. And the other dog was a Labrador something else cross. We think Staffy Cross.
Wow, that's a decent mix. Yeah,
a big, yeah. So they were mongrels.
Yeah.
But yes, my mother-in-law actually had the last one. So her name was Holly.
Oh,
and a few
are they
friends
still alive or?
No, they've passed away now. I lost Sooty when she was 13 and a half due to stroke. And all her pups made it to around 15.
That's a decent age, isn't it? All that hybrid figure going on, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was just so glad when they'd all gone. I was like, I want my house back. Plus, I had Shannon at the time. He was I think she was about 18.
Their mother was probably quite glad when they were all gone.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah, that's a big litter.
Oh, yeah, Sutball. She was glad they were gone. I think
Mother rats who have maybe 10 or 13, they must be so glad when they're finally gone.
It's really hard watching them. Yeah, when they've got litters and they get to about 4 or 5 weeks and they're constantly nudging and pulling at the moment, and you can tell she's just got not a lot left to give, and she's had enough.
Oh, poor little thing.
Oh, look at those two.
So that's the same or different?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I had one child at a time, and that was hard enough. I couldn't imagine having that many. Oh.
Just watching this video.
I haven't shared it.
It's so sweet.
I'll share it.
Yeah. We've got a baby video with that. Yeah, with Butter and his friend Toast. We've got Toast and Butter now.
No video.
Yes.
I think that's great.
I love the names.
Mm.
I don't know if that's the same video or not.
I think it might be. I'm not
sure. Yeah.
It's just so sweet.
Look at that. Look.
Bless. Such sweet little things. But it's like, who are you?
My laptop's inability to stream the video and play it.
Mine's so bogged down with Heidi's footage right now. I've got to get it all off.
That's so precious. I hope you have a lovely. I don't think they're tuned in, but I hope you have a lovely weekend. Yeah. Just enjoying watching them together. It's great.
It'd be nice seeing them, seeing him grow up.
It will. It will. You know? And seeing the babies and big ones interact together is fabulous. It really is lovely.
It amazes me how they seem to be so sociable in some ways. Like when you've got groups of them, like with the babies, and then in other ways they're very happy to be on their own as well. You know?
It's really odd. I mean, when you got yours, Linda, you tried to bond the babies each time, didn't you, with adults, and they just wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
They just didn't want that.
Callie was having nothing to do with any other pouchy at all.
No, and you'd have thought with it being female as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, she'd be motherly or something, but no.
Would it because they bonded to you?
She wasn't having it. Well, I don't know, because I mean, when I tried to introduce her to Kojo hadn't been here any time at all, so he couldn't have already bonded to me really at that point.
No, I meant with Carly being. I'm assuming Carly is bonded to you. I assume.
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because
Sorry,
I
darling,
got her a bit young.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. I see what you mean. Yeah, Callie has always. I mean, I could walk around all day with her on my shoulder, and she would just happily sit there, really, screaming at me occasionally. But I got her when she was 5 weeks old when I got her, and I think that's too young, really. So I was probably her substitute mum. She used to kind of cling to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's never really left. And all these others are just rank intruders.
Yeah.
And as for Rowdy, he's ready to fight with the whole world.
Yeah.
He
always was a character. We used to call him Noisy Rat when he was a baby, because he was always squeaking.
Well, he's still Noisy Rat, because he stands in his cage and screams at me but he now thinks that if he sees me or hears me, he should be coming out. Doesn't matter. And yet it's odd. He seems like he doesn't know he's meant to be nocturnal, because quite often at night he's sleeping away. But during the day, if I go in there, he's rattling the bars to be let out. So,
that's interesting. I wonder if they do a tap to our time usage. I wonder if they do. Ours seem to be really by and large.
He's awake though when my alarm goes off in the morning.
What do you mean my fart?
You were just you assumed the fart position. You did a face.
I don't have a fart position. I mean,
you do.
Do I?
Do I? Yeah.
Oh, Linda, I'm sorry, but yes, you do.
Yeah.
I can tell by Richard's body language as well.
Mine would be like proper canon, proper like bend over and.
Well, like Peter Griffin raises one leg off the floor.
Exactly.
Lewis and Claire are just having a bit of marital stuff there.
That's always the way.
Emma's asking if you'd be able to forward those to her, please, Lewis, as well.
Sorry, I have done already.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you.
We should probably call it a day at that.
Yeah. We've got other bits to do, so we'll sign off for now.
I'm waiting for this monster to wake up.
Everyone,
we'll start getting the many other monsters out. But
Sharon, Linda, thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for those that tuned in.
Nice to see you.
Thank you all, guys.
Thanks for the messages. Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you all in a month's time.
Bye, everyone.
If not before.
Bye.
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 Bye.